Okay, welcome back. So last time we talked about the definition, introduction, and some of the terminology for exponents. Now we want to deal about basic rules for exponents. Right? What are some of the basic rules that we'll touch upon? So first of all, if we have a positive integer as an exponent, so if it's a positive integer exponent, okay, so let's say we have n is positive, and let's say a to the power n. Let's say, for instance, n equals 4, right, which is a positive number. This simply means that we're going to multiply a 4 times. So a times a times a times a. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the rule for in the case that we have a positive integer. Now, okay, let's erase that. And now let's deal with the second rule. That's in the case if the exponent is negative, of course, right? So it was positive before, now it's negative, or it's a negative integer. It's a whole number. So we have a case where n is still positive. So let's say we take the case a to the minus n. Let's say n equals 4, right? So if we have a to the negative 4, what is going to happen is we're going to have to take the reciprocal of that. So it's going to be 1 over a to the 4th, which is the same thing as 1 over a times a times a times a. So that's 4 times, of course. So that's in the case of a negative, when it's a negative. Now we're going to move on to another rule. Just erase this. And okay, so now the third basic rule of exponents is when we have radicals, or when basically we're dealing with a positive fraction. So the exponent is a positive fraction. So let n and m be positive integers. So in that case, if we have something of the form a to the power n over n, this is going to turn into a radical, because we're going to have here a to the power m to the nth root. So this could also be written as a m to the power 1 over n. Okay, so when we have fractions, this is how we deal with them. We have to take, for this case, the nth root. Now let's go to the fourth rule. Rule number 4 here. And it's basically when it's a negative fraction. The exponent is a negative. Once again, let n and m be positive integers. So that point, if we have something of the form a, this is an a, okay, so if we have something of the form a to the power negative m over n, so as usual when we're dealing with a negative, we have to take the reciprocal. So it's going to be this here. Now this becomes, using the rule in number 3, we're just going to have this here, the nth root, a to the power n. Okay. Now the fifth rule is going to be in the case where we have a 0 exponent. So what do we do in that case? So a to the power 0 equals 1. That's all. Given that a is not 0. So any number raised to the 0th power, so let's say we have 1,000 to the 0th power, it's simply 1. So that's the 0 power. And another case is if we have anything raised to the power 1 or exponent 1, right? So if we have a to the power 1, it's simply a itself. So any number really is really raised to the power 1, we just don't write it. So those are the two rules, 5 and 6. This actually concludes our discussion of the basic rules of exponents, and we're going to move on to the general rules of exponents.